Yes guys, what is going on and welcome back to another video. We are going to be reviewing the Honda Civic Type R, the new shape that's coming out in 2023. Let's get straight into it. So quickly starting off on Wikipedia, just to look at the previous generations. I know it's not probably the strongest place for information because it can be edited, but it'll kind of give us some background and kind of see where they've come from to where they are now. So yeah, let's have a look. So the EK9, so this is 1997 and boy, this is serious. This is serious. It's really outdated. It's really outdated. I think the one that we see more of is the EP3. This, how much horsepower? 182 buff. Jeez. 5-speed manual, 182, 1.6, okay. 2 litre, that's the EP3 one you see more often nowadays. JDM style, you know, 2 litre. That's pushing out about 200 brake, 212 brake. It's getting there. This is something you still see on the roads every now and then. I think a lot of the tuner boys love this car. They tend to, I don't know what they do to it, but they love it. They love it. And then moving to the FN2, I think I was still in school when this one came out. 2007, 6-speed manual. God have mercy. It looks okay. This is something we still see on the roads today, but you can see it is looking a bit dated. That rear ender, I've got to be honest, it does look quite fancy. It does look quite fancy. I was a bit confused with the spoiler positioning. But it does look good. That went down, so I don't know why, but that went down to 198, so just under 200 brake horsepower, and that one was 222, so they reduced the power. It's not always about power, lads. Moving to the FK2, this one kind of looks very similar to the other one, it just looks a bit more modernised. You can see it's 2015, so that's a 7-year-old shape, and that went up to 306, right, it went to 306. Still a 2 litre, 6-speed manual. They love a manual, I think they only come in manuals. Real drivers drive manuals. Now, best drivers drive autos, I'm joking. This is alright, so it had 306 and 400 Newton meters, so that's quite pokey, lovely. Moving down to the FK8, and this is a model I've seen in the flesh, and I've got to say, it does look stunning. It's a bit of a beast, and that's when it started getting turbocharged, so you can see that made 316 horsepower. 316, and apparently the new shape is going to have even more power than this shape. So let's hope they give us 400, I'm joking, but yeah, probably not. So that's a bit of background about the car. Now let's watch the video together. And if I do pause it, I think there's something we've got to talk about, because there are probably going to be a few talking points on this video. LED lights, it's got to happen. Front end on Hondas, just saying, serious. Okay. Driver's on it. You know, he's not even going anywhere, but he's turning the steering wheel. He's getting his line straight from the pit. That spoiler looks serious. Hold on, they're going for 3 exhaust tips. Okay. Manual. That shifter looks solid as well. You know, certain shifters you just look and you're like, that's a good shifter thing. Got to say it. It's a good knob, isn't it? It's got to be on the Nürburgring. It's got to be. Be good to see its time as well. The previous gen actually held the record, I think, then it was beaten by a Megane. Yeah, it's come a long way. And you know how they put it in white as well? Because they know white's the fastest colour. Boom. Look at that. Angle is not the greatest because you can't really see a bit of the spoiler, but that front end, serious. Proper serious. Meaty. I've got to say, the Honda front ends recently, I had a HRV quite recently. It looks stunning, on point. Lovely. Cheese and bread. That is a big boy spoiler. So you see it's got reverse cam, that's nice. But let's focus on that spoiler. I can see some bolts in there, so I hope it is adjustable, meaning it does serve a purpose in terms of downforce. But that is a serious spoiler for a road car. For a car that's going to be predominantly on the road, that is a big ass spoiler. Die horror. Exterior. Mate, die. I'll buy you a drink, mate. I'll buy you a Lucasade. You smashed it. Does look good. Wide body. Yeah, look at those arches. Look at them hips, boy. That's what we like. That's what we like. We like the hips. Shake that thing. Wide body frame. It's got to be done. I wonder how wide the tyres are. Yeah, it does look thick. It's a thick car. Yeah, boy. Spoiler's serious, man. So a bit big. That angle makes it look alright, but I want to see it in the flesh. Stroke them hips. Come on, man. Here we go, die-cast aluminium stay, aerodynamic drag. Okay, but everyone's going to say that. Everyone's going to say it gives downforce. Maybe they just want it to look gangster, but it does look gangster. If you saw that, you'd be like, rah, it's on it. Ooh, it looks a tad bit big though. Hopefully they make this with an option where you can choose a smaller spoiler, and maybe this is like the advanced road pack, I don't know. Or advanced track pack rather, because if you could have that as a track pack and a normal one, I think a few people would like it for what it is and maybe have a smaller one, because that is a serious, you could definitely have a few cheeseburgers on that, mate. Cheese, iron your shirt on that all day. Kayoko Shibuya, designer. You smashed it, darling. I'll buy you a drink as well. Buy you tomato juice. I'll Doc Cotton for EastEnders. Something that's quite notorious with the Type R as well is red. That is a strong colour. It's the Honda Type R colour, it's red. Don't know whether you'd be able to spec it with different coloured seats, but I don't know how bright it's going to make the car look from the inside. It might be a bit much for people. That looks very familiar. It's the exact same as the HRV. It's the exact same, bar those knobs in the middle that adjust the fans. It looks the exact same, but I think theirs are more, they're like sticks, and I'm quite sure you'd have some Type R different system in there to allow you to look at like speeds and stuff like that. The cluster looks a tiny bit different as well. Kept it very simple. Oh, you get numbers as well. You get numbers over here. You can probably see, I don't know whether they're going to make only a certain amount and each one is going to get a number. That's a great thing. Even if they make 10,000, I know it's not rare models, but at least you can say yours is one off something. It's nice. You probably get a little certificate as well. You know what I mean? Little awards assembly. It's nice. Yeah, that knob looks serious. It looks a bit low, to be honest, but it does look serious. Like, you can see how she's sat there. Oh, look at the cluster. Trying to get it so it's not blurry. There you go. That's the best you're going to get, guys. So over here, I can see this normally means turbo, so it's turbocharged. You can see how much boost it's giving you. You've got water temp, you've got oil temp, oil pressure, sorry, oil temp there, steering angle. So you've got loads of data, which means it's really track focused. So just be careful. You're going to get kids that are going to just buy this car, and just even grown-ass men that are going to buy this car and just try and set lap times. Yeah, I'm going to do that. But yeah, so far so good. Interior looks on point. I'm not sure about the height of that gear knob, but maybe that's just a Honda thing that I need to get acquainted to. They're not really giving much away. Smart marketing. Levers on the edge. 3 exhaust tips. I don't know, the middle one's bigger than the others. You'll have to see it in person to fully subscribe to that. Ugh. Love that shot. All new Civic Type R. Very nice, very good. Clap, everyone, clap. You, clap right now. If you're not clapping, I'm gonna get smacked. So it's gonna go on sale in 2023. So in 2023, that is when we're gonna see it, 2023. In my opinion, it's a very good looking car. Like that angle there, that's the money shot for me. I'm sorry, 5-door or 3-door. I know I'm a 3-door guy, I love a 3-door, but that does look beastly. And that wing is the only thing stopping me from thinking, I don't know, it does look kind of Tesla-ish. If you imagine that there's no, I'm gonna put my thumb on the screen, but it wouldn't show on the video. You can imagine there's no wing there. So I think about that at a quick glance, looks a bit like a Tesla. But you can see over here, you've got some side skirts. I think that'll probably be part of the aero package. Probably that big diffuser, wing, and probably getting rid of that. So there's not much on the front end to get rid of, to be honest. There's not much on the front end to get rid of. Yeah, for aero, that looks kind of standard. But that would probably go, and then the spoiler. It does look good. Wide arches mean wide wheels, more traction, which is great. Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully I can get behind the wheel for one next year, so stay tuned. But yes guys, I'm gonna end the video there. Slightly different than what we normally do, but a car that I definitely feel we need to draw attention to. So if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless.